to show up. There we go. I'm going to hide this part though so that I don't have to fix it. So I went Little Mouse first because I'm against Subash. Um, Try it out. Normally I would want to play my Tiny Jin first. All right. I don't know when it cuts you off of the tournament chat. I'm assuming that it's like if you don't fall up if you don't show up to your game. So, if I post the event link, if I post it at the 5-minute mark, we should be good. Also, shout out to Julio from Aegis Creative down in Houston for allowing us to have Adventure Pass on the event. I know a lot of people really appreciate it. So if you are listening to this on the VOD or you are around the Houston area at all, be sure to check them out and let Julio know that you appreciate it. Interesting that we have a Icebound Hollow. I need to figure out this Tasia deck and figure out Tasia in general. So I might be going a little harder than normal. But no one's complained about it yet, so my hair's got this weird little piece going going wild. All right, let me see if it's dropped no shows yet. I don't think it's dropped no shows yet, so another minute or so. Group hug still hasn't seen much success. I haven't been trying to make a group hug. I know Gus the Bus um, is making a generous Arjun deck that they've been working on. I haven't tried to make one yet myself. This does get me a double move. Thank you very much. But maybe I'll try to build one. I think you have to be really careful about how much of a group hug you do. I think my Grand Bois deck is kind of group huggy, but I've been trying to figure out this one in tournaments. I did very terrible earlier today with this deck. Okay, missing players have been dropped. If you are hearing my voice and you're not seeing the chat, make sure to open up the tournament chat so that you can see the Adventure Pass link. Ooh, Vishvakarma, huh? Okay, I don't have anything to get rid of this yet, so we're far enough ahead. The only issue I have is I don't have anything to protect it right now. So I'm gonna put out a bunch of shrooms first. And then I think I'll be down on card advantage. I might sell my Loki though. It's so good against Axiom, but I just don't go up against Axiom enough. Very interesting Subash build that we have here. There's nothing that's gonna allow me to move over there, so I'll just split up my shrooms. But now having these out before I put the Hydra out will make the Hydra extra tough. Ooh, and another Tony. We're not gonna have enough mana though. More Tony. What permanent would you want to cost 4 less? Just a oh man. Should we do it just for fun? You know what? Why not? Let's see if they were trying to play a brass bug hive. Oh, I thought so. Let's see if they just got another one in hand though. The smarter, more reasonable play was to probably play the Hydra out, especially being one expedition ahead. Um, but if I lose round one, that just means we get to start casting games. What was that unique we discarded? If you control a fleeting character, sabotage. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty easy with Vishvakarma, and then seeing that they have 2 mana left. But it's definitely it's a hard balance to walk. It's very easy to throw out when you're against someone that's generating a bunch of card advantage. But if I have more cards than the other person, it's a little bit of a difference. Okay. That machine in the ice is pretty big, but I have some secrets in my pocket. Ooh, you got two big machines. How much of a jerk do I be? I think a real big jerk. Be spinning you around. Maybe not that big. If I want to move. And they've passed, so they won't be able to use this card. You around now. I think here though, I I can't let them get the dragon. There's about to be so many bugs. Sorry, bud. Ooh, another Vishvakarma. Most interesting. That might be not great news for me. What does the rare do that's different? Three less and Vishvakarma just costs less? Okay, but they played the bug out bag for free instead. Um Loki just wins this, right? I feel like there's nothing they could play for 2 mana that would come over this. That would be correct. Alright, now I get to go lose to Bria Downwater, I think. You won a game. Let's go. That's a point. Climbing up the leaderboard. All right. Luckily, my deck is supposed to be a direct counter to Atsadi. 6 sabotages in 6 turns? Damn. Did you play against a Fen or what? Also, hello, Maddox. Nice to see you. Kojo with 2 unique arrow sabotages. Those Bravos uniques, though. Man, I have to keep getting rid of too many mana reapings. Ooh, they might outramp me. If they outramp me, I'll be first next turn. They can't quite get to hunger, but they'll be able to get to Sakurabru. So we're gonna do something a little different than we would normally do right here. See if we can play around it, because we are not able to ramp as fast. The pass is good for us. Card draw, not good. 7 7 has gotta be like Sakurabru or something. So I mean, is there a point? I don't think there's a point in putting down a landmark right now. Yep, Sakurabru. You gotta be kidding me on these card draws, though. These card draws are what's gonna kill me. I think most everyone's on an ad, so I'll respond to what Maddox said here when the ad is over. But I always gotta remember to keep talking through the ads because of the VOD. The good thing about Atsadi right now is he he's super predictable. But we'll see if I can find my way around it still. The milk, the milk comes out first. Is there a unique hunger? Would hope you know. I feel like there could be a unique hunger at 7, so I'm gonna be careful still. Trying to join some more online tourneys. Been hiding hooks till I decide what I'm playing in Dallas. Yeah, that makes sense. Goes with the Sakurabru on the milk. Very interesting. I'll put this out first. I've gotten very terrible card draws, so while I I think in my head I'm playing against like things coming well, I don't think it's working as well as it should. Yeah, if you are not a person that's like creating content and super active in like Discord and stuff, if you were to just change your BGA name, um you could probably get away with a lot of things. Not gonna mana here. All right, what you got for me? Might as well play the lowest cost possible. Bum 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 bum. Oh, bye bye milk. Get out of here. Oh, a Swift Gin, huh? You may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, put the top card of your deck in your mana zone. I mean, I feel like it's coming sooner rather than later. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop it. It's not about name recognition. If I ended up doing rel with an obscure hero doing something different, might be on the radar. Yeah, that is also true. I was more so referencing like my name's obviously very recognizable and I talk a lot in the Discord and stuff like that. So sometimes when I'm just playing arena, I'll get like spectators. So, and some of the good players in AQZ, anytime they play a game, get a spectator. Miles have gone. AQZ. What's up, Pandy Andy? I should just lose this game, honestly. But I'm trying to figure this deck out, so they are always listening. True. Hopping to your Fallout 4 gameplay. You better go you better go help those settlements. Wanna go. Ah, what's up, Poro Pratt? Rat Pratt. Okay, there we go. I lost. Bria is just too good of a player. I think I made them think though. So there's at least that. Shout out to Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, dokie. What do we got here? All right. Oh shoot, we got Endorvian against two Iron Chains. I think Endorvian was doing really good in the turn-based tournament. I've been keeping an eye on that, making sure I'm ready when there's a winner. Two Iron Chains got to 315. Dang. What the hell is he doing hanging out with us? Ooh. And Atsadi with 11 mana and only one card in discard. Better call mom, you're on the big screen. Don't fumble. I'm helping prepare you for the nerves of a big tournament. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, the Dorothy Gale unique. Classic, send target character to reserve. Put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, put the top two cards. Imagine having a Dorothy Gale that ramps 2 mana. And then also having a Parvati that ramps 2 mana. Oh, but now you gotta get rid of the chocolate bar. What you ramping to, boy? All right. While they think here, other updates are Dexter has taken down Shingao and Argon 11. What is Dexter playing? We'll have to see a game here soon. We have Creative Chaos moving on after a win. Tasty Bacon got a win and then now has to go against Boston Beaver. I got your pack right here. Do you think if I smell it, I could smell a unique? This one has it. This one has the unique. I'll do this one for tonight. Scratch the packaging. Oh, scratch and sniff. Still this one. It's a pretty nice, respectable Copelia. Pretty great for sub Ash. Two to the three to the four. This is very scary though. Ooh, sabotage. Although not really getting rid of much. Pretty heavy hitter in the mountain though. So good in that regard. But there it is. The hunger. I gotta get a soundbite that we play when the hunger hits the board. This might be one of the few times where Atsari has waited long enough to hunger to where they don't lose right here, or more so going to arena. Oh, oh no, we're going to arena after all. Two cards in hand, 4 mana, and no plays. You hate to see it, folks. It's the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Good lord. Hey, hey, hey. The hooked with only 7 mana though. Liar. All right, we're sending 2 iron chains to jail and putting them in 2 iron chains for lying. What's up, Spammy? And Dorvian has a family. It hurts even more because 2 iron chains said, I only play one hunger, I swear. Ooh. And then the Lernian Hydra. Good job, 2 iron chains. Is anybody else stressed out? All right, I'm gonna throw up a game for you guys real quick. My dinner is ready. Looks like Rinku took out Creative Chaos. Dexter's game is not yet starting. Waiting for some games to finish on the bracket there. So we'll go ahead and. Ooh, Rinku playing Navenka. Let's go. I really want to play more of my Navenka deck, but I'm trying hard to make the Tasia deck work. So far, I don't think I've seen a Tasia deck do well that wasn't fully carried by the uniques. That being Loki uniques or like really, really good anchor uniques. But I'll be right back. Okay. I'll try to be as safe with the mic while eating the best that I can. Oh, what do we got here from Mime Sun? I gain anchored when I gain one or more boosts. Yeah, so very good anchor unique. Surprisingly taken care of already, though. Cloth Cocoon, a pretty good counter. No anchor on the Martingale. Oh, interesting choice to pick the Snowball Commando. Pretty good setup turn here for Tasia though. Got an Aloe, got an O-Gun chilling there. Unless, of course, there's another Cloth Cocoon. Both players are really trying to get in the mind of each other, see what each one is doing. Oh, what the? X marks the spot. Goodbye, Aloe. 5 spots down. It's a very good cloth dancer that we see in Rinku's discard here. It has the at dusk, each character gains fleeting, but from hand it has you may return a card from your reserve to your hand. Very good. This is looking pretty rough for Mime-san here. Could hope for a very bad Navenka roll. Also depends what this last card is, but but right now you're at least losing one expedition. All right, Dexter. You better be paying attention to when your next game comes up. Thespian is really good card to have here. Wait, what? Oh, you have to have two or more boosted characters, and only the Spindle Harvester is boosted. Unfortunate. Seemingly would have went off if the magic beans were used elsewhere, but still does get an advance out of it, so one for one. Oh, I forgot to unmute myself that time. Rinku takes down the win against Mime Sun. Just too many answers there with the double sleep. One sleep would have done it in the end. Now we're going to check LWW versus MA Libanais, maybe? What do we see here? When a character you control gains one or more boosts, if I have two or more boosts, anchor. And the same thing over there, basically. So yeah, very good anchor uniques, as I was saying earlier. I would not count Elwiwi out here just yet, but it is looking pretty dire. You know, I was always saying that I don't think mass anchor uniques are that incredibly strong to where they need to be suspended or changed. But since I don't have any, and Muna is in a really hard spot now unless you have them, I think we can suspend them. All right, Dexter, are you ready for this? Are you ready to go up against that? He goes offline right as I say that. I'll yell at him if he doesn't join the table. How are we doing out there? How are your games going? What you feeling? Let's see if he misses the game here. No matter how much I yell his name out loud, and also just pinged him. I will load up a different game just in case. We have Boston Beaver against AFTU 1JG. Bro, I'm gonna ban this kid if he misses a game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Frickin' Dexter. All right, what do we see here? Sigismar with Silas. Feel like we've been seeing that a little more. Still should be some options for traced here. Yeah, there's at least one move on the board. Unfortunately, it is not a block, but traced is further ahead. Dexter, Dexter, Dexter. Everyone shame Dexter. I have Steam open right now. Whoops. With a hooked and 3 cards in hand, I'm thinking this is looking pretty good for her traced here. But what does Boston have up their sleeve? This Bastion is going to go pretty hard, and Sandman can do pretty well. Ooh. Frozen delivery to another frozen delivery. Probably not the most sought after. I think Dexter, you're about to get kicked. Game abandoned. Everyone shame Dexter. Shame on you, Dexter. We see a Sandman come out of reserve, hiding what is in hand here. Ooh. The options coming out from Traced are unfortunately not the best. The return of the tiny jail hits pretty hard as well. I think it all comes down to what this last card in hand is from Siggy. Pretty good little clutch card for the Traced to get there. But will they get anything good from it? Choose to do the brass bug. All right, Traced is able to take it by 1 point. Sheesh. GG's. That was a pretty close, calculated ending there. All right, so 2 iron chains against Rinku here is going to decide who goes into the semifinals up against the Libanese. Libanese. Dexter is now online. Ah, Dexter, Dexter, Dexter. Oh, Dexter. Testing, testing of the volume, testing. I think it's pretty good. You can definitely hear the music, but it's not too loud. I could maybe turn it down just a touch. Okay. We're in the arena. Oof. Is there anything that Rinku can do? What do we have in the discard here? Notably, there's only one Sandman, and there's a X marks the spot. So there's the answer there. Very interesting to see just a classic Navenka. No landmarks, nothing too flashy. And with that, I think I'm going to let this next ad play so that we have a bunch of skips available for the finals games, semifinals, and finals as they get further into the game. If you don't want to see ads, you can subscribe. It's really the only way. I can't stop them from coming up 100%, but subscribing does, and it helps pay for pricing and things. So this is a pretty cool Kellen Elemental. So you may put a card from your hand in reserve from anywhere, and then I gain one boost for each card in your reserve from anywhere. Very good to have in tandem. And even if you, for some reason, don't want to play that, it has a quick action to go ahead and discount the next card you play. Whoa. We have a after you team showdown right now. Aklo against Juan JG. Notably, no conversation in the table. Only serious business. Aklo thinking a lot about their next move here. Really a lot of options. Still stacking on this one side. Gonna anchor the Aloe with that Lyra Navigator. Pretty good for two. Not anything insane either. Over here in the other semifinals game, it looks like we have a 1-for-1 just based off of a Corgi that obviously got hit with the Cloth Dancer. Picking up this Cloth Dancer again would be pretty ideal in this matchup for Rinku. Cloth Cocoon also going to come in very clutch here. Looking back here at the after you team showdown, not very many good decisions here based on what's in reserve. Probably the best option is just playing out that Dr. Frank. Then we get a 1-for-1. Notably, Fen is going to have to discard down. Interesting to see a acapella and a magical training get dumped. I think maybe notably valuing either the body from Inkcaster or the ability to discount a card. Hmm. We uh we know what is in this Tasia deck. I think so far Rinku's plan is working really well, and there's been no ability to get a setup. But with the rare Muna Bastion out now, we should start seeing some of those spindles come out. Although we also know there's a lot more removal in Rinku's deck, so I think it's looking really good for Rinku here. Pretty good resupply there from Traced. Going to allow the Trace to get online. Or maybe play this Elemental here. It's been hanging out for a while. Just allowed to stay there. Yep, look, there's one of the spindles I mentioned. Notably, though, this one anchors from reserve. I don't think it's quite the one you want to get out first. Let's see if there's a way to get that one itself anchored. Does not look like it. Seems like this should be a pretty easy double move for Rinku. um, if you didn't see in the main Discord, I have a new show that I'm doing, and it will be on Friday. It'll be on my personal Twitch channel. We'll have some great guests. It's like a deck building competition of sorts. Be very interesting. Rinku thinking there. We'll refresh, make sure this game is up to date. Looks like we did play the Amelia Earhart out first. Going to play a Kellen Elemental. I wonder if this unique is going to last through the next turn with Fen being first. I don't personally know if Aklo has any sabotage in the deck, but it is very common for Fen. Looks like the Kellen Elemental unique is going to survive at least a little longer. Ooh, was maybe waiting to combo it with the Haven. Let's see. Why does this... Alright, looks like Rinku is face to face now. The tab didn't say any names or anything, so I was wondering what was going on over there. I think it just suspended. What did Aklo do? Magical training. Okay. Interesting. Plays the Sap Sniffer using the Haven instead. I'm just patiently waiting for this Kellen Elemental to go off. Alright, we'll finish this game out. Cloth Cocoon, gonna take out one of those unique spindles. And another one's gonna be played in its place. It also anchors from reserve. I think unfortunately, with only one water and 3 mana left, the highest water Atasia could get up to is like 4, 5 maybe. Oh, I didn't notice that Rinku has no mana left though. So I think this will go on at least one more day. Ooh. Okay. Mana Reaping is better than getting another character out. This is where it starts to get scary. But is Rinku far enough ahead? Ooh. Sap Duende here. Very interesting. But calls for the GG, does not have enough stats to block out Rinku here. That contortionist, just perfect there at the end. Very, very good game. If you are wondering how to shut down really strong anchoring uniques, I think this game is a really good study in that. Look at that reserve from Aklo right now. Anansi gonna go brrrr. And this Kellen Elemental is still just chilling. Although it is perfectly poised to go into the hero expedition right now. My throat does not want to cooperate today. Are we gonna see it? Do we see it? Is it enough? 2 mana for the Anansi. We have a discount from the Will-O-Wisp, a discount from the Ink Caster. We have a Requiem. Requiem, I think, doesn't get you there. Costs too much. Unless you play the Anansi. No, that still wouldn't work. Because you have to. You have to win on both sides. The 9 water might just be enough to do it. There's a lot of options on the board here for Fen. I'm just not sure if there's enough mana to capitalize on it. Well, there should be, actually. What am I thinking? This Anansi will be what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be close. Oh, yeah, the 2 water. Very. Oh, wait. They found the block on the forest. All right. See, I just got to look closer and, you know, look at the whole picture instead of just what's in the reserve. I knew there was a way for Fen to keep in this game. Boom, 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 boom. Reading the board state explains the board state. Yeah, I was just paying attention to them getting the 9 water to advance and wasn't even thinking of just the block. I think when you're in this position though against a Fen, the Fen just has it. Traced can come out with some wild stuff too though, so it's hard. Alright, let's get in the game. Notably, Fen is down 4 minutes. And you're not going to have very much time here. Might just end up losing on time. Notably, there's not as much discount potential. Glad I saved that snooze. There's not as much discount potential in the reserve right now. There's a free Ortis recruit though. This is the area where I was saying Trace does have a lot of answers. Just bug, 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 bug. Now, though, the Anansi coming out. I think in Arena, Fen definitely loses just because of time. There's like a minute and a half left. I was thinking so 13 minutes plus 15 is 28 to 30. See if they can go against the clock here to not lose the time. Ooh, the Aloe. 12, 12, 16. Oh. The Fen takes it by one. Sort of. Look at that. What a good team game. Because Fen only won by one in Forest. Lost in Mountain. Did win by 3 in Water, though. I don't know if I've ever cast a game that went into double arena. I know we've had it happen a time or two online, and I'm pretty sure I've had it happen to me, but I don't think I've ever been casting when it happened. All right. Now for the finals, we have Aklo versus Rinku. New sponsorships are available. Guys, should we get sponsored? Do you want to watch Match Masters on Altered Corner? All right, I got another snooze. Glad I saved the snoozes. But we might hit an ad in the middle of this game. I only have so many snoozes. Don't let it happen to me. Oh, another unique that we've seen, have not seen. When I roll one or more dice, target character gains fleeting. Roll a die on a 4+, I gain 1 boost for each card in your reserve. Alright, I'm locking in. You guys are letting me get too distracted. What's going on with that? Boop boop. Okay, come on, come on. Yeehaw. All Lyra final, and neither features the coolest Lyra hero. I mean, Navenka, and also Crowbar. But you're right, I do love Arok. I need to play my Arok in another tournament. I am out of skips on ads, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, lock in. Lock in. Cole, lock in. Pay attention. I like the ink caster here. Pick back up this mage dancer. Or even Daedalus. Daedalus dope. What you thinking about? Currently winning on the hero side, this Magpeng Hoarder, for the most part, is useless right now. So that won't be played out unless it's to block. You still have Navenka with Martingale up, so it wouldn't really block anyways. If you get lucky with the Daedalus, you can block on the companion side with just the Daedalus. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is AWOL Wednesday, but I will be casting, so I can't play in that. But it's also the NUC, right? Um, but if I have the time, I'll play my Arok in the NUC tomorrow, and I'll let you know how it goes. each player in the finals here thinking calm, cool, calculated, collected. Oh. always gotta multitask. What do we see here? 7 mana versus 7 mana. Some really good things in Aklo's reserve here. Hard to know if you really want to pick up either of these cards, though. The Acapella Training is just as good being played from reserve. The Wisp has the discount. Goes for the Anansi from hand here. Does opt to pick up the acapella training though and hit this mage dancer with it. Rinku answers by cloth cocooning the Anansi. What did you roll a dice from before? Ooh, just from itself, yeah. And gave Anansi fleeting and then followed up with the cloth cocoon. Very nice little combo. Getting low on the total clock here. This wisp could block on the hero side, but wouldn't provide an advancement. Ooh, it's not gonna block after the Nevenka though. Nice double move from Rinku here to bring it face to face. Rough indeed. Gotta wonder if Aklo had something in hand that would have been better to use with or without the Wisp discount. Looking good indeed, especially with Daedalus. Very good card. Very good water stat here. This Magpang Hoarder is not going to do too much currently. Seemingly enough time left on the clock. Throws out the Magpang just to not give away anything in hand. Oh, hello, Juan JG. Good games today. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, Anansi from the Nevenka. I would have never thought. Ooh, but the Twinkle Twinkle. Double Twinkle Twinkle here goes pretty hard for Aklo. Not a bad idea to just build up the Anansi here. Or the Contortionist, I guess, actually. Doom, 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 doom. Come on, a 4. Nice. The other sleep's got to come out, right? No. Blocks it with a unique Pathfinder. Ah. Gonna be able to return the spell and this Pathfinder. Very, very good turn here. Keep getting distracted. That's the story of my life. We know that there's that twinkle twinkle. Man, there's some really good stuff in Aklo's arsenal now, though. Getting a dryer repaired. Hope your dryer is doing well. How are you, potato? A 6. Nice. Dodges the exhaust. The most disputed game tonight. I saw that. The very close team kill game. Looks like Rinku is able to pull it out. There was another Twinkle Twinkle in hand for Aklo there, but maybe seeing the writing of not having enough. Could have played Twinkle Twinkle twice, though, right? I think I looked away at the wrong moment. I didn't expect there to be a pass. I knew when Rinku beat me, he had to be the best player in the tourney, right? True facts. Well, GG's to Rinku on Nevenka. Nevenka supremacy. Thank you all for playing. As usual, I will get to work on the VOD. 39 cards. Ah,